Hello students, welcome to the class. I am Yogita. Our subject is nutrition for nurses, and today we are going to discuss about therapeutic diet for fever patient. You all maybe know that fever means increased body temperature, hyperpyrexia. Body temperature is more than 98.6 degree. That's the normal temperature, 99 degree Fahrenheit. More than that, we call it as fever. In fever condition, now what diet you are going to give to your patient? So we are going to discuss about that now. Now, this fever is divided into three types: acute fever, chronic fever, or recurrent fever. Now, here, depending on the condition, different type of fever, increased body temperature can be noticed, and we are planning a menu according to that. Now, here, the main principal diet of fever patient is the diet should be high calorie, high protein, high carbohydrate. Preferably, we need to provide a bland diet so that this diet will not contain any kind of mechanical or chemical irritation. Also, give a small and frequent diet. It may be difficult for the patient to eat in one stretch a large amount of food, so we can do a small quantity of food frequently, like alternative hours you can feed the patient. Now, dietary consideration, here the diet should be free from pathogens, and diet should have a length of convalescences, and it should be meet all the body requirements. So when the patient is suffering with fever, whatever diet you give, that must meet all the body requirement. Now if you see the energy, there should be a 50% increased requirement of calorie, and protein, about 100 gram of protein is required for the patient who is suffering with fever. And carbohydrates, glycogens are stored and that will be regularly used in form of sugar or a less sweet items. In that case, you need to meet the carbohydrate requirement of patient also. And fat, the fat intake is rapidly increased. Then minerals, a sufficient intake of sodium chloride and all the other minerals should be included. Okay, next is vitamin. You see that you have providing all the vitamin B complex food. So when you prepare this diet, you include all the vitamins so that they may not find vitamin deficiency. Next, in case if the patient is having a fever and the diagnosis is typhoid. Now typhoid is a disease which is caused because of Salmonella typhi. It caused because of Salmonella typhi. In that case, you need to meet the requirement of their body. Now, this may be a oral fecal route. It may spread from one person to another person because of a wrong eating pattern. Yeah, you're using a poor, contaminated food and water. But thing is that the person is having fever, but you need to meet their body requirement. Now, the principal diet is high calorie, high protein, high carbohydrate, high fluid diet. Keep in mind, there should be a low fat and low fiber as well as bland diet, so that the diet should be free from all kind of chemical and mechanical irritation. Now, beginning when the patient is having, that means a patient is having a fever, we are giving a clear fluid liquid to the patient. As the condition improves, we are changing a diet. We are giving full liquid diet. Please go to the previous videos where we discussed about types of these diets. Liquid, full liquid, clear liquid, discussed in detail. Please go through. Now, once the condition is improved, from full liquid diet, we are going to the semi-solid diet. Now, definitely, by that time, patient will recover well so that we can give a normal diet to the patient. Okay, next is a diet during tuberculosis. That means where the person is having a long duration of fever in case of tuberculosis. Now, tuberculosis is an infectious condition which may caused because of Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Now, usually it will be a lung infection. Person will have chronic cough, chronic fever. Definitely, we need to meet the nutritional requirement. Again, the principal diet is high calorie, high protein should be prescribed. Fluid might be given. First, we'll start with the clear fluid, full fluid. Then we are going with the soft diet to the patient. Now, very important that in order to improve their body weight, we need to provide 2500 to 3000 kilocalories per day. Now, protein, there should be intake of 80 to 120 gram of protein, which help them to improve their condition. Now, minerals, that means calcium need to be given so that promoting healing of this tuberculosis lesions in the lungs, that will be healed well when you include this calcium in their diet. That's the reason this tuberculosis patient should drink 1 to 2 liter of milk per day. Okay, then these vitamins, purely vitamin content food that may not be useful, so you include all the green leafy vegetables so that they can contribute to all kind of vitamins what they require. Now, the food guidelines when you prepare the diet for this tuberculosis, food should be bland. There should not be a strong flavor, aroma, texture. You're adding artificial color to the food item. Since patient is tuberculosis, they may find a poor appetite. That's the reason we need to present the food so that it can stimulate the appetite. Give a bland diet so that there is no irritation to them. Initially, they may not take the food properly, so better we'll start with the clear liquid, full liquid, then we can start with the soft diet. And good quantity of protein is important, so we can ensure them to eat more egg as well as milk can be given. Okay, then in case of person is having intermittent fever, that's a condition called malaria. In malaria, person is having intermittent fever. Malaria is a condition which is mainly because of Anopheles mosquito. Now here, a person find a different kind of fever, intermittent, sudden hike in fever, it comes down, rigors, all these things can be seen. Now, in this malaria, when you prepare a diet, you must taken care. The principle is where you are providing a food which are rich in high calorie, high protein, low fat, or normally like other fever we can manage with malaria. Now, I would like to give one count like how much amount of food item you can use when the patient is suffering with the fever. Now, I'll go with the weight wise. Cereals 400 gram, pulses 50 gram, root and tubers 240 grams, green leafy vegetables 200 gram, other vegetables 200 gram, egg 60 gram per day, milk that is 1 liter, even 1 to 1.5 liter can be given, fat and oils 25 grams, sugar 50 grams, and tea or coffee like 15 grams. Now this will be a requirement of a patient in a weight wise how we are giving. Okay, now you have to prepare a menu plan, food plan, that how you can feed a patient, how you can prepare a diet for a patient who's suffering with the fever. Definitely we discussed different kind of fever here, typhoid, fever, tuberculosis in that case, or malaria. Almost all the fevers comes similar. So I'll give you one example of sample diet. Here, first is a bed tea. Early morning, like we can offer a tea with sugar, that will be 1 cup. In breakfast time, you can give hot chocolate milk 250 ml, potato stuffed chapati 2, or scrambled egg or paneer 60 gram. Egg means it will be 2 egg. After that, mid morning, that means around 11 o'clock, you can give a glass of juice or milk. It around 250 ml. Now to the lunch, you are giving a mixed vegetable soup, chapati or rice. It is depending on their choice. If it is south, we are giving rice. If it is not patients, not people, they are eating chapati in their lunch. Now that chapati will be around 4 to 6 chapatis, and rice will be around 150 gram. Then green leafy vegetables 100 gram and other vegetables around 150 gram. Then you can take curd 125 gram, pulses 25 gram, and fruit 1. You can include 1 fruit in lunch. Okay. Then around evening 4 o'clock, a tea time, we can have some tea 1 cup, some samosa ya pakoda, you can have 1 or 2. Then dinner, that means in the evening around 7:30 you can have your dinner. That will be mixed vegetable soup 125 gram, it will be around 1 cup, chapati 6, rice 150 gram, other vegetables 100 gram, and green leafy vegetables 100 gram, potato 100 gram you can take, curd 125 gram, and pulses 25 gram. Now late night around 9:30, or 9 o'clock you can offer a glass of milk. That will be around 250 ml. Okay. Now this is a sample menu plan for a patient who is suffering with fever. You need to draw this chart, so that will help you to explain the diet chart for the fever patient. I hope you understood. Please go back to the video once again. It may helpful for you to learn the diet for a fever patient. Thank you all.